Hey guys, thank you for coming back. I know this setup is so ugly, but listen, I'm just annoyed because I literally forgot my tripod at my best friend's house, so I have to like film with my other one, but my other one is like on an angle, so let me just shut up. Today I'm actually very passionate about this topic because it's something that's been on my heart for so long, like so long. I literally wrote down the points that I wanted to talk about here, but like fuck it, like I'm literally just gonna talk right now. I'm basically navigating a situation where I'm the villain in their story, right? Like, of course, no one's perfect. We're all gonna be a villain in someone's story, and like I've said multiple times, we are responsible for whatever happens to us. Even if it's done externally, it's projected onto us, we're still responsible because we're enabling the behavior. And I still stand on that. And I'm sorry if I spoke like a million miles per second, but I just talk really fast when I'm passionate about something. Yo, honestly, like this really riles me up. Like, what's this line? Like, fluffs my feathers or whatever. I was actually bothered about the situation, and it took me everything in me not to react. Literally every single bone in my body not to react. I had to pray on it for literally days because I was like, wow, this is a lot. Without further ado, let's get into this video. I'm going to talk about navigating being the villain in someone's story. As you know, the only way I can make this as real as possible is if I relate it to something that happened in my life. So I went through something like pretty traumatic. Honestly, it actually made me like remove so many people that I don't even know, people that were associated with past messy shit, like all that type of shit. I just removed them because I had to check myself. I was like, God bless you with the opportunity to have God-fearing friends all your life. Even when I was straying in the opposite direction, even if I was going in places that I wasn't supposed to be going, even if I was associating myself with people that I wasn't supposed to associate myself with, God always made sure I had friends that made me remember him. And for that, I will always be grateful. This situation was just extreme because I was betrayed, like really bad. I was lied on. I'm not saying I was 100% innocent in the situation, and I apologized for what I was responsible for, but the things I was made out to be, the things that were alleged about me were completely false. And I had the proof. They tried to expose me or whatever that was. It was the most eye-opening situation in my life because not only did it make me realize who the people involved were, but just it also showed me the people that were around. At that time, I felt like I was helpless, like no one could help me in the situation. I literally was about to just give up with everybody and everything because I was like, all right, enough is enough, because this was honestly the last straw. And listen, I'm not gonna sit up here in this YouTube channel because the first videos that I made were like in May when I initially started this YouTube channel, which one day I will talk about why I started in the first place. But those first videos of me like in my other apartment, those were from a couple months ago before all of this transpired. And it just kind of hits different today because it's like, wow, like I really lived some shit and I have to really stick by what I said. And honestly, I do. If there's certain things that situation taught me, it taught me, for one, that misery loves company. I know what's happened to you. For instance, you're A, you're telling B about your experience with C. C, who B has never met, but has probably heard rumors about, you're automatically gonna be like, oh, I for sure believe it. Even though C and B have never had a conversation in their life. To me, it's the most questionable things in the world because, in my opinion, I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I don't care what I've heard about who, about what. I want to see for myself. I just believe in giving everyone a fair shot, especially when I've never spoken to them in my life. Who am I to judge? I would want people to take the time and get to know me for who I am before creating preconceived ideations of me and running with it. When you're the villain in someone's story, please expect that other people are gonna try to paint you as the villain as well in their story, even if they don't even know you. And that's okay, because you don't want to surround yourself with people that don't take the time to know both sides anyways. There's always two sides to the story. Understand, and please engrave it in your head, that the person who is going to tell their experience is going to paint themselves as the hero and you as the villain. Another thing I've learned from a consolidation of these traumatic ass experiences that made me literally, that should have probably closed me off, but for some reason I just kind of stayed open to these kind of friendships. I don't know. When people don't have access to you, or not as much as they used to, whatever ideologies or perceptions that they come up with in their heads about you, that's all they know. They don't know if you're surrounding yourself with better people. You can't change someone's perception of you, especially if they surround themselves with people that talk bad about you or talk down about you. Side note, they are not your friends. No one should ever be comfortable to talk about you around said person. That shouldn't even be a thing. You can't change the perception. You can just accept it for what it is. Reflect, apologize, forgive yourself, forgive them, and move on, because clearly it's not gonna go nowhere, especially if they have that mental image of you in their head. At the end of the day, real recognize real. People will show their hands based on how they react to certain situations. If you and a friend have a fallout, you've apologized, you've been kind about it, and they proceed to torment you, throw stuff in your face, throw things that other people said about you to you, they were not your friends. I really wanted to save this best one for last because this is key to literally everything, every single time. Not every single time, obviously. Say your part, say your apologies, whatever. But then after that, however they choose to react, that's not on you. That's showing them more than it's showing you. Silence is the best reaction. I told you guys earlier, it took everything. Guys, I kid you not, I still have the proof in my phone, just in case. But I know I'm not going to post it. I know I'm not going to try to reach out and prove my point, because when you are silent, it holds so much power, especially when people are trying to expose you, talk down on your name. I feel like I'm so far above all that shit. Like, I'm not into that messy stuff. So I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to feed into it. I'm not going to give them the benefit of having my energy. There's no way that's happening. Especially when it's already been resolved privately. I would be doing myself such a huge disservice to stoop to that level or to get out of character because of somebody else's doings. Self-reflection and growth comes with realizing that not everything needs a reaction. Not everything needs a response. You say what you have to say, and then you move on. People are gonna believe you, people are not gonna believe you. I just want to thank everybody who's been watching my videos, whether it be on Instagram or on YouTube, and my subscribers, my 23 subscribers. I'm 23 and I have 23 subscribers. So I'm just gonna end everything here. All in all, we like to hope that we're good people to everyone. We like to hope that we're putting our best foot forward no matter what the situation, but sometimes our actions can have an impact on other people's feelings. We've all been the villain in someone's story, at least once, but there's certain ways to navigate. We're never innocent. That's never the case. We are responsible for the things that happen to us. I'm not saying it's not like 50-50. Sometimes it could be 70-20. No matter what, there is still a percentage of you and why the situation happened, whether it be because of the lack of communication, whatever it is, we are still responsible for things that happen to us. If you want to see more videos or have any suggestions of what you'd like to see, please comment them down below. If you want to see more reels, follow me on Instagram. It's at Karmely KM, KARMELYKM, and you can see all the reels, all the clips. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Love, Carisha.